Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna check out top 3 best mirrorless cameras. Starting at number 3. Sony Alpha A7's 3. That's amazing and customizable AF, great image stabilization, and a low-resolution sensor that performs well in all conditions and doesn't have limits on recording time due to overheating. And crucially, the camera offers a huge range of usable HD and 4K codecs in a choice of 10-bit and 8-bit, 422 and 420 versions, with frame rates up to 120p in 4K and 240p in HD. With little or no sensor cropping, and with the AF working at all these settings. With different version of log footage for maximum dynamic range, plus easy HDR workflows, it's a camera that ticks a lot of boxes for making movies right now. Which means in 4K, rather than some larger size, where a lot of the resolution is thrown away to downsize it, or having your computers creak at having to process 6K or 8K files. Instead of chasing headlines, Sony has worked on giving filmmakers a camera they need, with lots of codec choices without limits on frame rates. And using its computing power for fast readouts to enable fast frame rates and high bit rates at all settings, with all other functions working. Such as all the clever AF systems with eye detection and face detection for humans and animals. Features that still shooters have come to take for granted while video shooters have always had a crippled AF that just didn't offer all the bells and whistles. For the Sony A7's 3 it's really all about the 4K video from the 12.1MP sensor. And specifying a sensor with such a low resolution, by modern standards, might just well be Sony's moment of genius, instead of fitting a much higher resolution sensor, just to steal a few headlines or make still shooters happy. Instead of using valuable computing power, and the heat it generates, with pixel binning or line skipping high resolution files to get them down to 4K size, the Sony A7's 3 is designed around full-frame 4K shooting. The larger but fewer pixels on the sensor not only gives huge benefits at high ISO, but is also read much faster, which hugely reduces the dreaded rolling shutter that blights many mirrorless cameras. Check out the description for more information and latest price. Coming at number 2. Panasonic LUMIX S5. The Panasonic S5 is a 24MP full-frame mirrorless camera built around the same sensor as the Panasonic S1, but in a smaller, more affordable body. In fact, despite having a full-frame sensor, the S5 is smaller in every dimension than its micro four-third sibling, the GH5. Aiming to appeal to both photographers and videographers, it includes updates to Panasonic's DFD autofocus system, new creative photo modes, and video features that come close to matching both the GH5 and the much more expensive S1H. Whereas Panasonic's first-generation full-frame cameras were somewhat niche-driven, the S5 is more of an all-around generalist, with a body and price point that more directly competes with the likes of the Nikon Z6 and Sony A7 III. For videographers, it's a bit like a full-frame GH5 or a mini S1H, while photographers should benefit from an updated AF system and a variety of photography-focused performance enhancements. The LUMIX S5 follows the standard design paradigm followed by most full-frame mirrorless cameras. It's finished in basic black, and a 3.8x5, 2x3, 2 inches, is a bit slimmer all around than the S1 and S1R. It's also notably lighter, at about 1.6 pounds without a lens, versus 2 pounds for Panasonic's bigger full-frame offerings. You can buy the camera on its own for around $2,000, or spend another $300 for a kit option with a LUMIX S20 to 60mm f3.5.6 zoom. If you're just getting started with an L-mount system, the kit lens is a worthwhile addition, its optics are sound, and it covers a much wider angle of view than other starter zooms, a plus for vlogging, travel, and tight interiors. And number 1 of this list. Fujifilm X-S10 mirrorless camera. The Fujifilm X-S10 is a bold new step in the company's quest to make the ultimate mid-range mirrorless camera. By taking many of the highlights from its flagship Fujifilm X-T4, including in-body image stabilization, and shoehorning them into a smaller cheaper body, it's made one of the best cameras so far for beginners and hobbyist shooters. Until now, the role of deputy to Fujifilm's X-T flagships has been filled by excellent little cameras like the Fujifilm X-T30. The X-S10 isn't a replacement for that model, but instead an attempt to win over new fans who have so far been resistant to Fujifilm's charms. Like the X-T4, the Fujifilm X-S10 has been built as a true all-rounder that's as comfortable shooting video as it is stills. You get the tried and tested combination of the 26 1MP Trans CMOS4 sensor and X processor 4, plus the ability to shoot uncropped 4K 30p video. How does the XS10 perform compared to its rivals? Overall, very well. Still's image quality is identical to the Fujifilm X-T4, a camera that's currently top of our guide to the best cameras. The quality and flexibility of the XS10's 4K video is also right up there with rivals like the Nikon Z50 and Sony A6600. Perhaps the XS10's only real weakness is its autofocus. Its AF performance is still impressive in most situations, but the subject tracking isn't quite as advanced as the Sony system seen on cameras like the Sony A6600. I have included this product links in the description. You can check out this link for more information and latest price. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel, leave a like and share with your friends.